So in case you're wondering, this is Trouble saying hi. He does say a few other things, but he doesn't usually say them on command. I know I've had a few requests for people to see some of the other animals in the house, so we're going to start with just a few seconds of showing off my little noisemakers that you guys always hear in the background of my videos. He would be the noisiest of them. He's an Australian rainbow lorikeet, and in case you're wondering, this is him having a little bit of an attitude. And saying hi at the same time. And that's him trying to say his own name, Trouble. But it's kind of mixed with my other bird's name, Kermie. And that's just a noise that he made up. But he's getting better at saying his own name. He started by saying Kermie, and now he says Trouble. I think that's all we're going to get out of him. And up here I have my other three little noisemakers. These are my conures. The one in front here is, this is Kermie, made famous by Trouble, who's on the floor trying to see if he can reach them. They really don't like each other, that's why they always have to be separated. Kermie is a black-capped conure. Next to him is my little female green cheek. And a little bit higher, Mr. Nervous over there. This is my yellow-sided green cheek conure male. It's kind of a mouthful, but him and my female are mates, sort of, and then the other boy there, they all three pretty much get along. But these are the little noisemakers that you guys hear in the background of every single video. Now we're going to move on to some reptiles. We did end up getting a little Pac-Man frog at the Sacramento show this past weekend. He was actually a gift. I'm not sure if we're going to be keeping him forever, but for now he's really cute. We'll probably get him a little bit bigger and then maybe donate him back for another US ARC auction. But for now he'll be a good little pet. He's just in a little critter keeper with a piece of bark and a water dish and a little plant. But he's a samurai blue Pac-Man, so he should get pretty and blue and pretty good looking in the next few months. I do have 4 young crested geckos for sale. These are, I've got them split up in groups of 2 in these critter keepers. You can kind of get an idea of how small they are. They're in the 2 to 3 gram range, and they are jumpy. I'm calling them, that one looks like it's probably going to be a harlequin. It's got some pattern on its legs and its sides. This one is actually developing some pattern on its sides as well, so possibly a lower expression harlequin. These guys are brown, and then they've got the orangey cream markings on the dorsal. Unfortunately, cameras just don't pick up their color very well, but it's a red-brown color, and then their dorsals are the orange, kind of creamy colors. And this one, I've got 2. This little one down here is going to be, it looks like it's going to be a flame, but there's no cream on the dorsal, so it's kind of cool. The only real creamy white colors it has is on the tail. And it looks like it's developing some kind of almost chevron flame pattern on the back, which is kind of cool. And then there he is. The other one I have is patternless. It's developing some Dalmatian spots. I have a feeling both of these are going to turn quite red as they mature, because this is how Dante started. If anybody has seen the pictures on Facebook, Dante is the male that I just recently sold, the red Dalmatian. He started out as a buckskin color like this, but keep in mind the parents of these cresteds, the father is a red Dalmatian and the female is a red and cream harlequin. So all of these babies will be developing more red colors as they mature. Over here I have a couple of my holdbacks. These ones I'm not putting up for sale yet because I just want to grow them up enough, because I know I tell everybody that they will develop red colors. I want to keep some back and grow them up so that I can have proof that I can show people photos that they do start out in that buckskin or the brown color, but they start developing these beautiful red tones. This one is similar to the Harlequins that I showed you a minute ago. It started out very dark reddish brown, developing more and more red as it's growing. These guys are about 5 to 6 grams, so they're still quite small. And then the other one over here is my little partial pin. And again, I'm just growing them up a little bit just so that I can get an idea of the mature colors that they're going to have. So these two are not going to be for sale, but the 4 here, the 2 Harlequins here, and then the Dalmatian and the Flame are going to be for sale. If anybody's interested, just send me a message. We also do have leopard geckos for sale. I've got a few super snows here. I'm pretty sure most of the leopard geckos we have for sale are males. If we don't sell them this season, by next season we're going to be incubating for all females, so we'll be selling maybe trios or pairs. But until then, if anybody's interested in just single males, let us know. We had some temperature issues this year incubating, so pretty much all of them are males. I've got blazing blizzards, super snows. I've even got, I'm going to be letting go of, let me see if I can find her in here. Here she is. I'm even going to be letting go of this Diablo Blanco. She's the ruby-eyed Diablos. Unfortunately, the lighting's not great here, so her eyes look pretty dark. She's a proven breeder. She's the one that produced all these blazing, half of the blazing blizzards. Unfortunately, things got a little messed up this season, so the blazing blizzards are all possibly het for Diablo Blanco, but because I'm not sure, if you want to take a chance, that's totally fine, but I'm just selling them as Diablo Blancos. But this is mother to about half of the babies, and she is going to be for sale as well, so if anybody wants to get in on a DB project, she's a great way to start. I'm also going to show a couple of the hogs that we still have available. I'm not going to show you every single one. We do have photos of all of our individual hogs that are for sale on Facebook. You can check photos there. This is a normal male that we have for sale, and all of our normals are eating, all of the normal males are eating just frozen thawed pinkies, and they're just eating wonderfully. I am also going to be letting go a normal female. She, however, is eating tadpole scented pinkies. So if anyone's interested, she's a little bit of a special case, but she is a female, and I know people are wanting females right now, so we would be willing to let her go. She will be posted on Facebook as well. If anybody's interested, just message us. We've also got some anacondas ready to go. Most of my anacondas that I have left are eating brained pinkies, so they're still pretty easy to deal with. Frozen thawed, you just have to cut the head open. It's kind of gross, I know, but I'd rather my snakes ate than starve to death. I do have 1 or 2 that are also only eating tadpole scented pinkies. We will be offering discounts on those anacondas if anyone is interested. So I've got anacondas that are eating brained pinkies and anacondas that are eating tadpole scented pinkies, and only the tadpole scented feeders are going to be offered discounts. So if anyone's interested, again, please message us on Facebook. We'd be willing to work something out. I have some larger adult males that are also I'm going to be letting go of. This guy here, who you guys have all seen before, he's my awesome guy. He's going to make a great pet. Or a great breeder. And of course he would be climbing out of his tub because they think it's feeding time right now. But just very docile, you saw, I mean, not very hissy or aggressive. He's super easygoing. Again, any interest, just let us know. Stay in there. And I do have one other special boy we're going to let go. We picked this guy up at the Sacramento show as a proven breeder male. He was part of a trio, so I got 2 adult females, one of which is, we were told, his daughter. So we purchased him as a proven breeder. He's in quarantine right now. But if anybody's interested, we're not going to be planning on keeping him, as I already have an albino het snow male, so I really don't have use for the extra boy. If anybody's interested, as far as I know, I was told he's just an albino, not het for anything. But if anybody's interested, please let us know. And finally, we found this little lady at the show. Finally, after months of not seeing any croc skinks, red-eyed croc skinks at the shows at all, we finally found one. Happened to be a female, which is perfect because I do have an extra male. So now I'm up to 2 pairs of red-eyed croc skinks. And they're not going to be sold. I don't have any babies for sale. Sorry guys, probably not till maybe next season. I'm not too sure. I'm trying to hold back any babies that I'm getting. I want to start growing my captive stock so that I don't have to rely on wild-caught animals to be breeding. So I'm only going to be selling very few of the babies this coming year. But the good news is I now have 2 pairs, which is going to be more likely that I'll be able to let some babies go next year, because I was just having 1 pair and she only laid 2 eggs this season. So it's been kind of a slow couple of years. But again, finally found a girl, so I've got 2 pairs of these adorable little croc skinks. She's a wild caught. She has a bit of a nip tail, but the guy that had her said that he had her in captivity for about 3 months. And she looks healthy. She's eating mealworms, so pretty happy with that. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember, check us out on Facebook if you have any questions or want to know prices or interested in anything that I have for sale. Please message us, let us know. The best way to get a hold of us is actually on Facebook, but you can always private message us here on YouTube. Thanks again.